My name is James Williams Sr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is my last video for now on this Saturday morning. I've been binge watching, so I made binge videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty on one more thing before I stop making videos until the night's over with. So I was watching the Robert Irvine show Friday. You know, I keep up with these shows, you know, because sometimes they have good subjects on there that's actually worth mentioning and talking about. Alright, so there was this lady who looked like she was multicultural and she had mixed kids. And she was talking about how ungrateful her children are and stuff like that. And I can completely and totally relate. I don't have any kids, but so help me, what I say goes when I do have kids. I'm not going to be that person who just lets their kids do what they want. I'm not going to sit there and strike up a conversation with my child. By the time my child is 20, I want their shit straight. They need to know right from wrong. They need to know, you don't disrespect your elders. You're going to know how to be not perfect, but pretty damn close. And these girls were talking about how they don't do anything and this, that, and whatever. Well, let me tell you something. My mom has worked 1, 2, 3 jobs at one time. And so have I. And I've never had to ask anybody for anything because I've had to go out and get it myself. I'm not a lazy motherfucker. I may have a problem getting jobs because of like online applications and everything. If you watched the last couple of videos, and there are other issues that maybe I'm my own worst enemy in the job interview. And you know, there's always something that will fuck us up on some level or another. But when you're 21, if you're not carrying your ass to school, regardless of what ethnic background or color you may be, and your parent is working 12 and 13-hour days to put food in your gut because you won't get off your ass and go get a job, then you better follow the goddamn rules. Now, Robert Irvine, he spoke nice to the children and to the mother, and I totally respect the dude shit. But you know what? I'm old school. No kid, I don't give a damn if it's mine or if it's anybody else's, will disrespect me or anybody else that I have to raise or bring up. They're not going to not use their manners and talk to people any damn way they want. And they damn sure ain't going to talk to their parent that way. Because there's a particular tone of respect that we must give people. And when these people have washed your ass, wiped your ass, and have gone to hell and back for you while you keep constantly making the same fucking mistakes or doing nothing with your life and just wasting away, you need to show them respect. You need to give them love. And if you're not taking it the way you're supposed to be taken, it's kind of on you. I talk rough. I talked rough before I got into the military. I've talked rougher since being in the military. And a lot of people don't like that. Well, here's the thing. Put your big panties on. Take off those thongs, you know, because they're probably riding up your ass and making you irritable with not being able to accept what the fuck I'm saying. But you need to get your shit together. And you need to take care of yourself. You can't keep relying on other people to take care of you. Hell, I've wasted my life taking care of other people and not having nothing to show for it, not being able to get out and get my own spot, get the career I wanted, get the job I want, get something, as long as I have to take care of other people. So, here's what I'm getting at. There are a lot of ungrateful people in the broad way of the world, in my own family, in your family, and y'all know who they are. And worst importantly, they know who they are. But if they're not willing to get up and do something, you shouldn't continue to keep enabling them and letting them do whatever the fuck they want, because we're not helping them, we're hurting them. Because if you don't get out and get off your ass and do what you need to do, you ain't never gonna do what you need to do. I'm trying to get my acting career off the ground. It ain't happening. I got 13 followers. Probably less now. But I still respect them. And if they want to come back, that's cool. If they don't want to come back because I don't want to vote for Trump, hey, more power to you. But when we're all at the barrel of a gun because of a mistake that somebody who's never had anything to do with politics makes, because if you morons is going to vote for this guy, hey, let me quote Rorschach from God damn it, The Watchmen. All the whores and politicians will look up and scream, "Save us!" And I will look down and whisper, "No." Now you want to know why I use that as an analogy towards the whole Trump thing, and if I've lost people watching me because of how I feel about voting for Trump and everything. Let me remind you something. You have over 1,000 people in the United Armed Forces, not just the Army, but the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guards. We all wear these tags because we took an oath of service to save our people, to eat, breathe, sleep, and die saving our people because that's what we chose to do. Any politician who doesn't know anybody in the military, who could care two shits about a soldier, has no business running our country. No business. And chunking on their family who let them come and die in their sleep for us. And you want to vote for a millionaire who has been broke. I don't know how you go broke at $1 million, but he has gone bankrupt at least 3 or 4 times. Before you vote, before you try to sway someone else's vote, because I'm not swaying nobody's vote, I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from. You might want to research your people. Okay, Hillary has some email shit. So fucking what? He went bankrupt 4 times. So fucking what? The country's already in a bad state. He wants to build a Great Wall like the Great Wall of China so that we have nowhere to run to when shit go wrong. If you haven't read the X-Men comics, Apocalypse, not the newer ones, but the original Apocalypse, where X-Men and the mutants all over America were like just ruling in certain sections and things like that. If you're looking forward to something like that, then make the wrong decision. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, because sooner or later, if we don't go to war, we will go to war. And the thing about being in the military, it has taught me one thing that the rest of you don't know. Most of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, all of us sleep with one eye open. Because we never know when the other shoe is going to fall. We, as soldiers, only have one order, in infantry specifically. And that goes for Marine infantry, Navy, if they have infantry, Coast Guard. We have one order. Defend. Defend our country to the very last man or woman, to the very last breath. Politicians don't have to do that. They sit in a fucking office in a very comfortable chair, Corinthian leather, and they push pencils. They're not dying. Their family members might not be dying if they're not enlisted. And if their family members are enlisted, then they should be the ones fighting for the soldiers. Not coming down on the soldiers or their families for losing a soldier who died in battle to keep us safe. So, you guys can vote for Trump. It's fine with me. I don't care. I'm not voting that way. I can't vote for Hillary if she decides to say something bad about the military. Because you know what? I have nothing to say bad about the military outside of when you're in the military, it's good. When you're not in the military, it's not that great. Because sometimes we get overlooked. More times than not, we get overlooked. And we don't get a lot of minimum payout when we come home. And for some of us who get wounded before we even get to serve the way we want to serve, like me, we suffer. If you haven't been through the training, you have no idea how hard it is to cut this shit off. You have no idea what we think when we go to sleep. You have no idea what we think when we wake up. If you are not a soldier and you're voting for someone who doesn't like soldiers, you're stabbing every soldier in the back. Don't stab us in the back. The knife's already in deep enough, so don't turn it. Now, I'm going to end this on a positive note because it's Saturday and I've got binge watching to do. When you talk to people, you don't know more than what they want you to know. When you really know someone, that's when you know them. And the truth of the matter is, none of us really know anybody. It's just that simple. We know enough of what we want to know or what they want us to know of them. Everything else, it's just a drop in the bucket. You know, it's saying 2 bees in a bucket, if that doesn't fill it, fuck it. That's exactly how we all are in the world. And we are losing the war on humanity. Because none of us seem to be humane enough to stop trying to kill each other over shit that we can just share. Although I will say, on a negative note on that, sharing America was probably the Native Americans' greatest mistake. And here we are today, still fighting. I'm James Williams Sr. This is Kung Fu Happy number 2. This is 10 minutes of your life that you can't get back, and I'm sorry. Be seeing you.